Hey everybody, welcome to 24 Slayton. Tim, this is
Jerry.
And this is
Luis.
Yeah, we have some new guys in today, and we're gonna
See
just
that?
talk,
There you
see
go.
what's
Yeah,
happening.
well, you can't say that.
Let's talk about health.
People's health. People's
They're healthy.
health.
They're healthy.
Go
Now,
on.
I got a good topic on that.
Okay.
So I've been reading gut health. So it's a weird way how I fell down this rabbit hole about it, and it's all about gut biome and all these other things. And my dad suffers from dementia,
Yeah, my dad too.
and
Beginning stage.
yeah, it's fucked up because they
And you don't
They-
believe in all that, none of that stuff.
they-
like
they
weed
revert-
or
they
cannabis
revert.
oil. If he was to eat cannabis oil, see if it would help him for a week, you wouldn't try it.
He could do whatever he wants. I don't.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't give
I
him
don't
that.
give it to him. Nothing.
Where does he live? He's at a hospital,
No,
hospice?
he lives home.
He's at home with his wife.
Yep.
So, if I was to give you some cannabis oil, some Rick Simpson oil, and he just takes a little dab of it and just see within the 3 hours if it improves a little bit.
I wouldn't do it.
Oh, you wouldn't.
My brother would have to be like somebody else. I don't,
Your brother?
because I don't take anything. I
But
wouldn't.
does
do
your
it.
brother smoke pot or does anything like that? See, that's the thing. If I'm telling you it helps, and it's just a plant, soaked in some water, soaked in some 98% alcohol, it evaporates, and it's just an oil. And he's just got to take a little dab of it and see what happens within the hour. If you see a difference, if you ask him about something that he doesn't remember and he does remember, would you not continue to use that?
I won't do it.
You wouldn't do it.
No,
See,
'cause I don't-
that's the
'cause I don't-
that's the American way now.
No.
You
I don't.
just
no,
don't
no,
try.
No, I don't. I don't do it. I'm not gonna have somebody else do what I don't do.
Okay, but you don't even know if you don't do it, right? But if you don't know if it's good for you. Well, when you're shitting yourself, when you're older, I'm shitting myself. I'm gonna have my kids give me that stuff. You're just gonna shit yourself because no one's gonna be like, "Hey, you didn't do it. You didn't try it."
fine.
That is sad to me. That's America. That's what we do. We see something and we're just like, "That will help." Oh, okay. Right on. Anyways, hey, have you tried the new ice cream spot on the fucking corner? It's like
I don't try
fuck.
anything though. I won't try anything. So
No,
whatever,
I understand.
whatever,
You don't have anything wrong
whatever,
with you.
whatever
right now.
anybody gives.
You
I
have
don't,
nothing wrong with
Yeah.
you. You're healthy because you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't. What do? You just eat American food. So something's eventually going to go wrong because the food here is garbage.
No,
It's all
it can't.
contaminated.
it can't.
You can't what?
Can't go wrong.
Why?
How's it gonna go wrong?
What do you mean? All the food in America is contaminated
All right, but how's it gonna go wrong?
because it's going to fuck up with your system. It's going to fuck something up.
How's it gonna mess up my system?
It's not. It's steroids, whatever they put into our meat, whatever they put into
Steroids?
our. Oh, is that wrong word? What's the word?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
But what is how is it gonna how am I gonna get sick?
Like if you eat like in the morning, what's your routine when you wake up in the morning?
I do intermittent fasting.
Oh, that's good. So you wake up in the morning, you don't eat nothing.
Till 1
and
o'clock.
Then till what time?
1 o'clock.
And what do you eat?
Depends on what I make.
Whatever. Pick a day.
Depends on what's in the
Whatever. Pick a day.
refrigerator.
Pick a day.
Probably like a sandwich or
A
something.
sandwich of what?
Tuna. I don't know.
Of
Depends.
tuna and so what is your tuna? What is it made out of? Mayonnaise,
Avocado, mayonnaise,
tuna, avocado,
mustard.
and the bread. What kind of bread?
I don't know. Depends on what I have in the
You
fridge.
gotta have a bread that
No.
you know that you
No.
just pick every day.
No.
You pick different breads every day. Okay, what bread do you have this week?
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian bread. Oh, the little rolls.
No, it's bread now. They have it selling in
Okay,
bread.
now they have. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's selling bread. They sell
It's not
hamburger
bread,
buns.
right?
They sell hamburger buns.
It's not.
Everything.
Get a piece of bread. Buy
sugars.
buy one of those breads and leave it there, and just see how long that fucking thing lasts.
Okay.
Just see it, because when you were a kid, you opened up bread, it started going bad after 4 days, 3 days. It started turning green and right. Okay.
Yeah.
Do that. Do yourself a favor and do that, and just leave it and see what it is. How much?
But it doesn't really matter, because he
It
was talking.
doesn't-
No, he was talking about your gut.
Right.
So when you eat it, it's gonna leave. It's not gonna stay in my stomach for that long.
It is going to stay
No,
in your
it's not.
stomach.
No,
Yes,
it
it
doesn't.
is.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely.
No, it doesn't.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, it doesn't.
It's going to stay in your
How
stomach.
long? How long?
Longer than you would ever know.
No.
Because you don't know how much gluten is in it now. You don't know what Do you know?
That's not going to kill me.
Okay, do you eat? I know you don't eat sweets. You don't eat sweets.
Yeah,
do you?
sweets. I eat everything.
Like
that?
Twinkies.
Yes.
You have Twinkies here?
Yes.
Let me see. Give me a box of Twinkies. Bring the box of Twinkies that you have right now.
Why?
Twinkies, those
I
are
want to show
awesome.
you something.
I don't. What? You tell me what it is.
It just says bioengineered food.
Okay.
So
That doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter.
So what I was trying to say, I've been reading this book called Gut Health, and it's a weird rabbit hole how I fell into it, and it started with the whole dementia thing with my dad, and how he just obviously he's inflicted with something that almost millions of Americans are having to deal with, and I was watching this episode about this guy, I forget his name, it's Max Lubarge or Ludovic or whatever. Anyways. He was talking about this gut health and the gut biome and how it just changes the way that. Hey asshole! Don't touch my drink.
Can I go get my?
You trying to roofie me?
Can I get another drink?
Go ahead.
Please get this man a
Lindsay
drink.
Lohan.
So I ended up initially I was reading up on a lot of like what causes dementia, what causes the macular
Door was attacking.
it moved.
Yeah.
So they talk about all this degeneration, and it's from motor skills to memory to just so many things that ultimately becomes terminal.
What do you think he's going to bring a Twinkie back?
I don't know.
To prove a point. To prove a
Jerry's just being a total ass today. I shouldn't allowed him to drink beer earlier. It's just airing my dirty laundry over here. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I kept just kind of going down rabbit holes, and eventually I ran across a podcast, Max Lucard or Lubarge or whatever, and he talked about this. He had this individual, I forget his name, which I have his book, oddly enough, and I started reading it, and it just started talking about just gut biome and how your gut determines just basically the longevity that you're ultimately going to have, and how the gut biome is just being destroyed with just modern diets, and we've just lost our way with regards to just how we were kind of one with earth, and how just everything that we eat nowadays, it just destroys our bacterium, our bacterium in our guts, which determine everything.
Yeah.
So I was actually listening to this podcast a couple of days ago, and they talked about how just a regular earthworm their DNA is much more complex than a human DNA,
Yeah.
which you think about and you wonder, well, like, well, okay, it's just a little fucking worm, and it just eats dirt and everything within it, and it just survives. But yet, why is their DNA more complex than ours, where we are just these species that have dominated the earth? Well, the reason why is because our gut biome controls and processes and actually provides the uptake with all these minerals and nutrients that control the human species, basically.
Yeah.
And how we're just so detached from that nowadays with the modern diet, and how, I mean, I've gone down many rabbit holes about this, where ultimately there's a certain understanding or certain language that certain scientists or biologists, whoever, I forget the term, but they talk about that there's a new term that they're starting to define as a term 3 diabetes.
Yeah.
And you know what term 3 diabetes is?
What is
Dementia.
it?
They call it dementia because in order for us to process our vitamins, our nutrients, and be able to have the uptake and all that, it's all predicated on our gut biome.
Yeah.
And for example, you get a cold, you get a flu, or
Who has dementia?
you get like
His dad.
you get some type of just a throat
In
cancer.
any of that stuff, have they ever? What is that one thing they've said about dad should stop doing? You have dementia. Make sure he stops.
Well, they have modern medicine that gives you pills.
No.
and
What
tell
they
you
tell
certain
them to
things.
stop
But what I'm saying is, in order just for us to just take, say, broccoli or beets or whatever, think about just regular red beets.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about just say drinking a beet juice. that does absolutely nothing for you. And the reason being is you actually have to chew it in your mouth because there is certain bacteria within your mouth that creates a certain enzyme that helps process those nitrates into a certain type of nitrate that allows you to process that. And the thing is like say you use regular mouthwash that kills your mouth biome.
Yeah.
Fluoride.
Your flora, or they call it flora. Yeah, flora.
Yeah.
So
Bad.
there's just so many things now, especially when it comes to like gut health or health in general, that I've been just going down these certain rabbit holes where you have to realize that just taking a simple antibiotic kills hundreds of microbiotic families within your gut that help function so many things. Just think about it. Our bodies have evolved over hundreds, thousands, or millennia, depending on on your religion or what you
cure
believe.
themselves. Like
what
they
you-
will
what you
try
choose
to
to
make
believe.
your body
Hold on.
better.
Hold on. So either your
you're-
body, either we've been around for a couple hundred years, or a couple thousand years, or hundreds of thousands of years, depending on who you want to believe or what you believe or whatever. But no. Anyways,
Don't you
our
believe in
bodies,
what you've been
our
through?
bodies have evolved, and at the end of the day, a little kid can eat a peanut and they die.
Yeah.
Like that goes against everything that our bodies have been through or evolved into.
Isn't
And
that because they're allergic
the-
to it, right?
Right, and the only thing
My nephew's allergic
the
to
only
peanuts.
thing that
Yeah.
is missing from all of that is it's our gut biome, because our gut biome processes all the minerals, processes all the vitamins, the polyphenols that we ingest, whether it's grapes, tomatoes, or all the shade plants or whatever. It's all predicated on these bacteria within our guts to actually process them to create these uptake processes for us to become better for it. But nowadays we can't do that. We can't eat bread. We can't eat. Some people can't eat meat. Some people can't drink milk. There's just all these things, and it's because if you take a step back and you look at it all, it's because our gut biomes have been destroyed by modern medicines, and
Is
that's
it modern medicine or is it just foods? Our foods.
both.
I would say more, not modern medicines, I would just say our foods.
Both, because we used to drink water from rivers.
Yeah, but I'm not taking any medicines. Neither are you. What
right.
medicines are you taking?
None.
And what are the kids that are taking? They're not taking anything. They're
Right.
eating food.
But our food has been sterilized to
And
a
so
point
it's
where
foods
there's
more than
nothing
medicines.
there.
Way
Just
more
like
than
the
medicines.
waters that we drank, we used to drink from rivers.
Anyways,
We used
you've
to-
been to Dad's doctor appointments. What have they told you not to give Dad? Don't give him
nothing.
this.
They don't do anything.
Nothing.
They said
They
sugar.
haven't told you not
They don't
to.
do
They told my
You know
dad to
that
help cut down
sugar's-
sugar.
They don't do anything.
See, look at that. He's got a good doctor. Because the sugar is.
They'll give you a
the
pill,
worst.
maybe.
It's because my dad would
It's
drink.
just bad.
No, my dad would drink like 3 monsters a day.
It doesn't matter.
4 day
Sugar
monsters
is
a day.
bad for you, period. When it comes to cancer, when it comes to dementia, when it comes to Alzheimer's, it's just bad. Sugar and all forms of whatever we want to talk about, it's fucking bad for you. How come they don't share that? You know, like,
Well, in the
I
50s,
drink
the
sugar.
the
I eat
sugar.
sugar. I eat sugar.
hey, absolutely.
In
You're
the
a
fif-
fucking kid, but when you are
In the
fucked up,
50s,
they're not going to tell you not to. You're going to continue to eat it. And I'm going to come in and be like, I'm ready for my session. You're like, who are you?
No.
I'm fucking crazy, dude.
in the 50s,
Yeah,
there was,
yeah.
there was,
Maybe.
a,
I don't
there
think
was
so.
a whole shift
I don't think so.
where they said
You're
that
healthy
sugars are better.
as fuck. You're a good, healthy fucking. There's nothing wrong with you, but you don't take. You eat. All you do is eat. So you're a perfect example of like, no alcohol, no cigarettes, no marijuana, no heroin, no nothing other than American food. I would like to do. Boom. How old are you?
It'll happen. I'm 57.
57 years old, and you look like a fucking
65-year-old.
47-year-old. No, you look good. You're 50. What?
7.
He looks fantastic for 57. Dude.
He's mad at you right now.
Why am I mad?
Who's
He
mad?
looks great.
Continue.
He looks great for 57.
I'm weak over
But
there.
it's because you don't take any alcohol. You don't smoke. Absolutely. That's what they've always said.
You've never drank?
Never.
Never
Never.
smoked.
He's always been the driver. He's always been. And he looks fucking great. In 3 years, this motherfucker's going to be 60 years old. 60 years old. But what has changed
I'll keep
is
him
our
away from you.
foods.
He might
Is our
stab you right now.
foods. That's the only thing that's changed is our foods. Like, you've had your prostate checked.
No.
Never.
No.
Oh, that's right. It was Tim's dad.
Never had the cold finger of
Tim's dad's
injustice.
never had his prostate checked.
No, he did. He just had it not too long ago.
But it was before he. How old was he? I remember you telling me that
70.
70-something, right?
Yeah, almost.
You
Well,
have
if you-
to have
if
it
you
done
ever-
when you're 80.
If you ever do,
40.
first get the ultrasound of it
Don't
before
get none of that
before they
shit.
go up and fucking just
Don't
fondle
get
your shit.
none of
Because
that.
when they do,
It
actually
blows up.
it actually inflames it.
And they
then
go, "You
usually they
gotta
do
have
that, it's inflamed, and they take a
something's
picture
wrong.
of it, and they're like, your shit's inflamed,
Yeah.
and they try to give you bullshit medicine.
Well, I'm not gonna take
Do
it.
it
I'm not gonna
before
do
that.
it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
You should. You
Why?
should.
No, you should not take that. Why would you take medicine?
At least get the ultrasound
No.
or
No.
or whatever.
Why?
He hasn't done
Why?
it.
Why that?
I'm
Why not?
46
Why?
and I will never.
Why
do it.
not? At least get a picture of what's down there.
No,
Dude,
it's-
you
I
wanna
know.
want that?
I know it's down there. I know my.
He's
I
got
know
a
my.
bidet
I know my. I know my.
with the camera.
Yeah. See.
Did you see that?
I know
I
my.
was in there using it. My
He was drinking out of
are
it.
my teeth white? Are my teeth white or what? You can use it for your teeth too, right?
Yeah,
Dad?
yeah.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Yeah.
The gel?
Fuck you.
Oh,
It's like a water pick.
Yeah, but it's not the same toilet water, is it?
No,
oh,
that's
you
not.
motherfucker.
No, it comes from
it's
the top.
probiotics, bro. It's good
It actually
bacteria.
it comes straight from the outside.
Oh, you guys are sick.
Yeah, you are.
No. Don't take any medication that these fucking doctors gave you.
But
there you
I'm
go.
sorry. I'm
Catch.
sorry.
Good
But
catch.
anyways, what I'm saying is, there's just a lot of science right now that is being conducted.
Don't go
When
with
it be-
science.
No.
when it
buddy.
be-
So okay, this is my whole thing.
When it
I'm not
becomes
going-
to gut,
no, I'm not going to doctor.
gut bacterias.
I'm not going to doctor.
No, you don't have to go to the
No,
doctor.
no, I'm
No,
not-
go.
but
Let's
no,
see.
but
You're
I'm not
cutting
going
him
to
off.
doctor.
You're cutting him off, Louis.
Because I can't get sick. I can't get
cutting
sick.
him
Asshole.
off.
I can't get sick.
You what?
I can't get sick.
You can't.
I won't get sick
Okay.
because nobody will tell me that I'm sick. And I'll go to the doctor. They can't tell me.
But if
I'm
you
good.
go to the doctor, they can tell you you're sick.
Fair enough.
Kapow!
Fair enough.
Kickly
So
clow.
when I go,
You're healthier than a
I'm just gonna go.
40-year-old.
I'm just gonna go.
You're healthier than a 40-year-old because of the way you haven't
He said
poisoned
40.
your body.
What an asshole.
No, it's
Tell
true.
him 30. Tell him 30.
I don't think so.
No, 40's good. 40's good.
That's pushing it.
Yeah. That's bullshit. Look at him. Oh my god.
I hear you.
Look at that nose.
I get it, but
oh,
although
That's
I have to say though, just a lot of the stuff
I
that I'm
have to
starting
say,
to read
though,
with your gut
No.
biome, it makes a lot of sense, man.
it doesn't make
It makes
any
a lot of
sense.
sense. No, it makes a lot of
None.
sense. When there is a
It only
worm,
makes sense. It only makes sense if you think it makes sense.
well, think about it.
And
No,
it
no.
makes sense.
You're
indeed.
thinking
They've
about it.
broken down the human genome.
And you.
Who has?
And they
no,
ha- they-
but see, you thought about it,
Sure.
and to you it makes sense. To him it doesn't.
Fair enough.
To him
None.
it doesn't.
Well, that guy
What
doesn't
the
read.
fuck
So.
ever. Yeah, don't read.
but
I
still-
don't read.
but
But I
still-
will not have a doctor stick a thumb up my ass.
They'll put
You've
a
been
thumb-
going since you were 21 years old.
His doctor is
And you
named
go
Bubba.
every
No,
6
I don't know.
months.
Yeah.
Oh, God. This guy won't take a doctor unless he can catch a basketball with his one hand. If they're too small, you're out. If they give him a little Chinese doctor, who the fuck is this? That's your prostate doctor. This is ridiculous. Get him out of here. I want Mr. Johnson back.
It reaches for. He goes,
Yeah.
This guy's ridiculous. This guy's just too much.
But see, you've had your prostate checked, right?
I have not.
What
have
the
not.
fuck? You're talking all this
Wait,
shit.
wait, you're
and
saying
you
get it
haven't-
checked and you haven't
you
checked it?
haven't had it
I
checked.
haven't.
So then, what's the word I'm looking
I'm
for?
getting to
What's
that
the
age.
words I'm looking for?
I'm getting to
Shut
that
the
age where
fuck up.
eventually I'm gonna have to.
Oh, but why?
No, you don't have to.
Why do
I
you
don't have
have
to.
to? Because
No.
they told him
Why
to.
do you have to?
You're
Why?
right. You're right. You're right. Maybe
What?
maybe that's just modern science telling me I should.
Hold on, let me fucking.
But
record
that's
you
my-
saying
my-
that.
my
You're right, I'm
understanding
saying
of the
it's your
thing.
wife. What
It's
time is it? Oh,
what you missed your movie, your soap opera.
Do we need to change your diaper, old man?
yeah, I know that shit myself. I
Jesus.
need you to fucking change
Right.
me.
Okay.
No, because you make weird eye contact with me.
No, he already did it.
Right?
He just rinsed it off.
Right. It's just weird.
He just rinsed it off. He's probably gonna go back. What are you doing? We're
My
talking.
daughter
Oh.
is hungry, and she works all the time. She goes to school, so she's just like, hey,
So-
Dad,
so you're gonna get her food?
Getting out of work,
You're gonna make her food?
I'm gonna take her to go eat some sushi.
When?
In the next 45 minutes.
Okay.
So.
Where are you gonna go? Can you bring me some?
go, yeah, whatever you want.
It's gonna be late. It's already 8 o'clock.
Let's go eat at 8:45.
And if that 8:45 is like you were to be here at 6:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10:30.
Exactly.
It's
Absolutely.
like he's all late about
He
it.
said, "I'll be here at 6:30."
If my kid just out of nowhere says like she's getting out of work, let's go eat. Let's go fucking eat. I can talk to
All
you.
right, so
fucking
let's
long
switch. Let's switch it
another
up.
We're
day.
done with go. We're done with
Where,
go.
where do you stand as far as politics? Are you Democrat? Are you Republican?
None.
Independent?
None.
Libertarian?
Nothing.
Well, you have to be something.
No, I don't have to be
push
nothing.
Something.
You have
I don't
to-
push.
you have
I
to
don't.
have
I'm not
some
nothing to push.
understanding of
Nothing.
You're just waiting for whatever happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Ah, see.
I don't vote for anybody because I'm
So
not
you
going to
don't
vote
vote.
for.
No,
I'm not
they're
going to
all-
vote for the.
yeah,
I'm not going to vote for the
that's-
lesser of two evils, lesser of three
gonna
evils,
give
lesser
you
of four
that
evils.
because they're both evil. One's pushing a little more evil than the other, and then once that person gets in control, they'll push the evil more. So let's just try to go towards the not so evil. It's like
I don't do that.
yeah, I know you don't do that. I would like to do the same thing, but then my brain would tell me like, fuck, you got to push towards something that's gonna get there. If you're a politician and you take an oath to the Constitution, that's what makes you a politician. That's what makes you a police officer, right? You take an oath to the Constitution. Once you go against the Constitution, you're no longer a police officer. You're no longer a politician, right? If you're just gonna go against it, you're out. Well, that doesn't happen. It's not happening here. We have to have more of that. Of like, what the fuck are
Well,
you talking about?
first of all, the Constitution was written a long time ago,
Absolutely.
and the world's changed,
1776.
since then.
It has changed.
So that has to be updated.
can't-
And with all the
can't
old,
update it.
If
and with
you're-
yes, it has to be.
Okay,
No.
Because-
updated to what extent?
It's not a
To-
living.
towards
It's not a
towards
living.
what you
Hold on.
believe to what
It's-
I believe.
it's not a living
See,
document.
that was a touchy subject.
Yeah.
You just touched
It's
me.
not.
Right? You
It's
just pushed
it's
me
not a
back.
living document. You can't change. You can't change the Constitution.
Yeah, but we don't have the
It's-
same.
it-
It's not
it
the
is
same
a,
as
it is a dead document. You
our
can't.
our world has changed leaps and bounds since.
How has that
then.
changed? How has it changed?
No.
From 1776,
Yes. How has it changed?
we have cars, we have different people, we have
Okay.
different. All there's
So that wasn't in the Constitution. So
No.
that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
How has it changed for us to change it? Like, what would you like to change about it?
like you have all these different laws.
Yeah. Name one
Laws
law.
of-
Name one law that you think it should change. I might agree with you. I might agree with you.
1776.
That's
Well, I mean, we had to change it because you had to do something because of slavery.
Okay. Well, slavery.
Well, they abolished slavery with the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
that's gone.
But it's still there's still parts of that in right now. Still, there's still slavery as it is. It's just a different form.
But we haven't.
No, there's
but
not.
if we
Yeah,
were
there's-
to,
has different
no,
forms.
there is absolutely
In different
there is.
form.
But if we were to push the Constitution, there, wherever the fuck that is, it would be abolished, right? If me and you were in control of the Constitution, it was like, yeah, we're in the. What the fuck's happening over there?
No,
me
I
and
would-
you go over there. We're like,
The
hey, you can't
the
do
wouldn't
that.
14th
do- I
Amendment was
wouldn't do that.
passed against the wishes of the Democrat Party, and that's what led to the Civil War.
You can't. I wouldn't say.
And what happened?
The Democrats lost, and the Republicans or the North won, and slavery was abolished.
How long-
According
how long
according to
later?
the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, slavery in one form was done, but it's still
Well,
there's
here in
still
the
forms.
United
There is
States,
indentured
right?
servitude.
There's
for
no
sure.
servants here in the United States.
For
Yes.
sure.
Right? Africa, I don't know. I just named Africa because fucking there's black.
Because we're black. Okay, I
Yes.
guess how it is.
Well, I don't know who's we. You're lighter than I am. Shut the fuck up. What
No,
are you
no, I'm
talking-
dark. Dude. Don't look at that.
Fuck.
It's fucking color.
We.
Look over there. Look
We.
over there. See? I'm
Now
dark.
he's French.
I'm
we.
dark. I'm dark.
You have prettier eyes than I do. Fucking right now we'll be able to be like, what's your slave's name, boy? And they're talking to him. And I'm
What
like,
an asshole.
what? It's a fact.
I don't know. I just think that the way the world was back then, the beginning, is a lot different than it is now.
Sure,
It
hold on.
absolutely
But hold on.
is.
But slavery was
Okay,
the
well, just-
norm, not the exception back when. What you're talking about. It was like the fucking sun coming up is
It
what-
was exactly. It
That
was
was-
a norm.
it was just
I'm
a
gonna
normal
agree
thing.
with this motherfucker right now.
It was just a normal thing.
Black people.
But it wasn't until-
were your servants.
But it's not
It-
just,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't
just-
just black
hold on,
people. It
but
wasn't
hold
just
on.
black people.
Oh, you're
Slavery-
right. But what I've seen, what was taught.
Slavery was originally called
Slob?
slobs, which initially the initial first slaves was slobs, which were white as fucking white can be.
Irish.
They were
Irish.
Slavics.
Irish
I
went
believe
through
they
a
were
lot of shit,
Slavics or
too.
whatever.
But we weren't taught
It
that.
wasn't tied to just
We weren't
obviously
taught
black
that.
people, but
Were you taught that?
What?
That Irish were fucking slaves. That white Irish people.
Well, I know the white. I know
went
Irish.
through
There were
slavery.
Irish were slaves. The Asians
slaves
were
came in
slaves.
all
Right,
colors.
in all
They were all
colors.
different
Slaves
colors.
came in all colors.
What I was taught,
Black
black
people.
people.
Yeah, we're
that,
slaves.
that were slaves, you know.
Here.
And you have
But
yeah
they were-
here.
but
That's
they-
what they taught us here. Well, that's where I'm at. So that's where it matters. Lewis took it upon himself to go read and look at their stuff, and it's like, hey, those fucking people, Mexican people. But okay, cool. What was taught to us when we were children?
Sure.
Black people were slaves.
Yes.
For
And
sure.
Abraham
That's been
Lincoln
the narrative.
was the first one to say no more slaves, even though he owned slaves. Or
Yeah.
They
whatever
all
the case
did.
may say,
They
right?
all did.
George Washington, all those motherfuckers were slaves,
there were
right?
black people that owned
Somebody
slaves, too.
put a gun in homeboy's
did.
head, shot him because he let go of slaves. Might be true,
It didn't
might not
matter
be
who
true.
you. It didn't matter who you were back when. If you had money way back when, you had slaves.
Yeah.
You were black, brown, Asian.
Anything other than white.
It didn't matter if
Right?
you had money
But
back.
No,
I
no,
have white
no.
friends.
No,
had
if you
slaves.
there were black people who had slaves.
Yes.
There were Asian people who had slaves.
Oh, really?
Everybody
Yes.
had slaves.
Everybody
back
had
then.
slaves.
As long as you had money.
Yes.
Listen,
Black people had slaves.
listen.
Oh,
There were
shit.
One of the
When
one of the richest
when
people, one of the
people
richest
went-
women in Arkansas or Kansas City. Somewhere, no, I can't see right there.
Uh-huh.
She had slaves.
A black woman had black
There was a
slaves.
movie.
Black slaves.
There was that
Okay.
movie that just recently came out.
What is it?
I forget.
Black
her.
Adam?
No,
That's
no,
a
no,
movie.
no,
That's
no.
a movie.
I forget it's the girl. She came out on I believe it was Black Panther, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a movie about she's fighting for her people.
Oh, yeah.
To
Right,
just
right,
free and
right.
whatever. But what they don't realize, or what they don't talk about, is the fact that that tribe, or the origins to the reality of the true history to it,
Uh-huh.
is that they owned slaves and brought all their people from the inland countries or whatever they states or whatever province, whatever they called inside the African states or whatever. They brought them to the coast and sold, and that's the thing that obviously history doesn't talk about, but it was the African kings or the African leaders that they enslaved their own people, and the interior of Africa they went out, sought after, and captured and enslaved and sold off to the white man or to whoever. And yeah, it's everybody has a dirty past, but
I don't. I'm an angel. Dude, I'm
but
fucking
history is always told by the victor, right? And history is always skewed
like, look,
a certain
what am I
way.
drinking right now? What am I drinking right now?
Irish whiskey,
And who bought it? Who bought this Irish whiskey?
some credit card
Owned by who?
by the card is owned by a white corporation, probably
Okay, and who had that card in their hand to go buy this?
some LLC.
Some LLC?
Yeah.
Is that what you call yourself?
No,
Lewis?
that's
Toronto?
it's an entity.
Well, anyways, you're
I
making
refuse
me
to
drink
say
this
what the
poison.
entity is.
I thought it was fucking
but
apple
it's
juice.
an entity. That's right. I don't pay for that shit. Tell him, Tim.
We all
How it
pay
works.
for it.
Tell him how
You
it
pay
works,
for it
bro.
cash,
I don't know how
and
it
you
goes.
pay for it in your kidneys and liver. Come on.
Well, yeah, for people to try to virtual signal to whatever it is, it's just not what it is, and we just
Look,
all have to
it's
accept it and
818,
move
dude.
forward.
Okay.
Area code 818. You know who lives in that area code? Lindsay Lohan. We're gonna get all Lindsay Lohan tonight. I gotta go to work tomorrow, dude.
Okay,
Why?
I gotta pay the bills.
Do you?
we all
Not
gotta
really.
pay bills.
If you live under a freeway like I do, no, you don't gotta pay any bills. Just go to a hotel room, take a shower.
So, what do you think, Tim? What do you think about our current administration? That's it.
You don't think about none of
That's
that
it?
stuff? You gotta
Give a
have an
shit.
opinion.
You
No.
rather pay
Oh,
$8
in order-
a
in
gallon
order
of gas,
to
and we're okay
make-
with that?
We're gonna pay regardless.
Sure, but you're going to pay $8 a gallon because
Yeah,
that's
you
kind
know
of the way
what?
we're heading.
Uncle Trump was a little better than that. And I only became, I'm a hypocrite. I was wrong. I voted for Biden. I voted for him.
What a dick!
Yeah. And now I'm going to say I was wrong. I was completely wrong. We need a businessman in our fucking presidential.
To be honest and to be fair,
I always be honest.
to be fair,
you don't have to say
what you voted for here in California, it didn't matter as far as presidential goes because we are such a fucking heavy blue state that regardless of what you vote, it don't matter. It's always our electoral votes will always go to a Democrat. So
you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of protesting.
Your vote was
protesting
silent.
with signs. Like what the fuck has I been doing since the 60s, since the 50s? Nothing. I'm ready to let's do something a little more.
What are you gonna do?
Graphic.
What are you
Hold
gonna
on,
do?
man.
It's gonna cost my life.
Calm down,
It's gonna
Antifa.
yeah, see, and he has 2 babies that are coming up.
Yeah.
So mine already like yours. They're a little bit older, but I'm like, they're only gonna bonus more. They're literally
Yes.
putting it in
I agree
your
with
face.
that.
I'm boning you.
Yes.
I'm going to do this. Let's see what these idiots do. Shit, they didn't do anything. Let's bone them some more. Let's lift taxes up more. Let's see what they do. Fuck, they're not doing anything. Let's get some more out of these fucking peons. How the fuck is Detroit, Michigan, so shot out? Even California. California, we're taxed more than anybody. How are we not walking on golden streets the way that we're being taxed? Because if a politician makes $250,000, what do they make? 250, 300,000. Let's give them 300,000.
2+ in California.
Let's say 300,000.
Yeah.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
2+ here.
You've been doing it for 30
it's different.
years.
It's different every state.
30
but,
years
yeah.
you've been doing it. You're getting 350,000. You spend fucking 60% of it. You should be worth $4 million, $5 million at the most if you make some good investments.
You know what's funny?
How the fuck do we have politicians that are worth $150
You know what's hilarious?
How?
Nancy Pelosi's average salary is.
I wasn't naming anybody.
Nancy
I don't
Pelosi
know.
is like
I don't know what's-
no, her salary is like
I don't want to get killed.
I believe it's like
There's only
218,000 a
5 people
year.
listening.
Yeah.
No, it's like 218 a year. She's probably been a politician for about 20 years, but yet she's worth 200+ million right
Who's
now.
that?
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
He said it again.
200+ for about 20 years. So you would, if you do
So
the
yes,
math,
it's-
if you do the math, that's maybe like
But then
20 million.
then we go back
but
to
she's
America.
worth 200
We
million.
go back to, look, Tim, what you're doing. I don't care. I'm not voting. I'm not doing anything. If we don't stick together, this is what's going to happen.
Well, this is the
You have to
this is
start
the rock
voting.
that we have in
You
California.
have to start fucking doing something because
What
they're
about-
going to continue to do
And
that.
and you guys have been doing what?
No, just as of
No, no.
now, how bad it's been.
No, but what have you been doing?
I've been voting for the wrong people.
Okay. See, it doesn't make a difference.
Speaking
Right.
out.
I've been voting for the wrong person, right?
Well, you don't know if it's the right person or the wrong person.
No, I've been voting for the wrong
Okay.
people. I'm telling you, I've
And
been
now,
voting
and
for the
now,
wrong people.
what are you gonna do?
You haven't voted for anybody.
No.
I've been voting for the wrong person.
Okay.
Now I'm going to vote for the right person.
How is it?
Right?
How do you know it's the right person?
Well, because like Trump, he wasn't. In your eyes, he was wrong.
I
voted
didn't
for
say
him.
anything.
I voted for
I don't
him.
know. I don't know.
Would you have voted for Trump?
I did.
I wouldn't vote for either one.
Okay, so then I voted for the wrong person. Now I'm saying that way. You voted for Trump. If
Reluctantly.
I go back and show
Reluctantly.
you what he did in those 4 years, it's like, fuck, we didn't give away money.
Yeah.
We didn't do certain things. We didn't give Israel fucking $9 billion. We
No,
didn't
no,
do
yeah,
this,
we did.
didn't do
Yeah, we
that.
did. Trump is in bed with Israel.
I thought he didn't give him that.
No, yeah, he did. I
Wait,
I
are
divorced,
you sure about that?
100%. I divorced the Democratic Party after Obama, because at that time it was 2008. There was a housing crash. There was just upheaval in America, and it felt at that time like there was going to be a change. It felt like there was going to be a change, and there was these protests. There was protests in Wall Street. There was these protests in all these major cities, and it felt like there was just going to be this huge change, this huge just reckoning that would happen, and it felt like after the fact, like obviously at the time I didn't see it, but after the fact, we were just going to really just switch things up. And
With Obama.
hold on, and
But with Obama.
yes,
Okay,
and
so
all of a
after-
sudden, they insert Obama as hope, as change, as all these things,
Because he's black.
and everybody was just like, okay, everyone kind of took a step back, took a breath, and are like,
Hey,
all
watch
right,
what you say, Tim's
we
black.
have a
He's
change.
half black, dude.
Let me
Watch
fucking
what you- I know, but just
shut
watch what you
up.
say.
Just shut up.
But watch what you say.
Shut up. No, that doesn't fucking matter what he is.
Yes, it
So
does. He's half black.
everybody kind of took a step back and they're just like, oh, Obama, he's black. He's gonna bring change. His slogan was hope. And then come to find out, after the fact, there was all these releases of like these emails and all these transcripts of everything, and it was Wall Street backed him, and Wall Street provided every single fucking individual in his administration,
Isn't that a distraction?
and he bailed out all of these banks. He created all this free money. It was at that time.
Distraction?
Shut up. At the time, it was the largest transfer of wealth up into the high class, you know. And at the time, everybody's just like, "What are we doing?" But everybody was just feckless, and we had
Feckless.
we had
I love
no
this guy's
we had no
vocabulary.
ability to fight back. But what most people fail to understand, and it only came into fruition today or these last year or so, is the language that he wrote into the bailouts, where he provided all these zero money loans to BlackRock, to all these institutions that he told them, you have to buy all these properties. So the fucking thing was, he just compounded the problem by creating all these institutions that had free money that we don't have access to, and they were able to just gobble up all of these properties, which we're now having to deal with. But anyways, aside from that, he was supposed to be the savior, which turned out to be the fucking
Distraction.
the biggest worst.
It was a distraction to have a
The-
black
the
man
worst-
be president. So you're looking at, he's a president, he's black, and then say your fucking words that you were saying, because your vocabulary is intellectual, Lewis. It's very, very intellectual. Like, you say these words, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just interrupted him again.
I know, but
We're gonna call
Some of
you.
the words
We're gonna
that
call
you
you the
use-
interrupter.
that's fine. The interrupter. But it was a distraction because you voted for Obama.
I did.
And at the very end, it was a distraction.
He made me
To see
leave the
black
Democratic
man
Party.
is gonna.
He made me leave the Democratic Party
The
because
black man made you. Distraction.
not the black man. Obama made me. Not,
He's a
not
black
the
man.
Black man.
He's a black man.
It fucking matter. It doesn't matter what he is. He can be fucking purple for all I care.
No.
It doesn't matter
No.
what he was.
No.
He made me
No.
realize.
You had presidents that were all white, and then you had a black man become president. It distracted you from whatever else you were paying attention to.
He was on he was going.
I know.
Then,
I know.
then he
I
pressed
was on a
pause.
good
Then
one.
he pressed pause.
I was on a good one.
That was fine.
I was
But
on
this
a
is
good one.
supposed to be. This is supposed to be reality. Like I have a completely different opinion on it. Let's-
Sure.
Yeah, you got distracted, right?
You
No,
distracted.
no, he has a different idea,
Sure.
but his idea is about what you're thinking. Like, you have your own mind, and this is what you think, so you're trying to say what you think, and he says, no, you're supposed to think the way he's.
No. No, it was a distraction.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah, you're
Yes
telling
or
him.
no?
You're telling him it was a distraction. He's
Yes.
trying to tell me what it is, or telling these 5 people.
It's a distraction.
and then
I
you're
lost my
telling.
train of thought.
No, you did not. You only had one drink, the fucking chamote.
Won't drink here, ass.
And where else did you have drinks?
So what I was saying. So
Wait, hold on.
Jesus.
Are you done?
No, never. No. I'll interrupt when I feel fucking
I'm gonna come back. I'll come back.
come right around.
What I was trying to say is, shit. What was I saying?
Something about Obama
The distraction.
being the first black man being a fucking
No, it wasn't even that.
You were talking about distraction.
Lindsay Lohan.
This fucking guy, man.
World's greatest papa.
What I
Right.
was trying to ultimately get at was
Ultimate.
the fact that
Ultimately.
we were lied to, and we're just now dealing with those consequences of the 2008 crash, and then obviously
Hold on. So what do you think's going to happen now? We have, 2 more years of Biden?
2 more years.
Okay, so what do you think? Who's going to be the next president?
That's a compliment.
No, not who's going to be the next president?
Whoever they pick.
Who do you think?
Whoever
Well,
they pick.
Okay,
What do you
so
think? Biden again.
what are we to? What's the today's the
Biden.
How old is he?
Today's the 15th.
Biden again is going to be president. Like just
No,
like he
he's
became
not gonna be
president.
Hold on. Okay.
He's not gonna be.
Is
hold on.
is Kamala gonna
What is-
run? Is Kamala gonna
She
run?
can't.
As
She can't.
pre- So she can't run as she can't run president.
She can't run.
No, she can run. What do you mean she can't run? She can run.
It's
Legally, she can run. You're talking about your own opinion of like, no, she can't. No one's going to vote for her. Nobody voted for Biden, and he won. When have you ever had a fucking presidential vote, and it fucking took 2 weeks, 3 weeks to go?
Who? Okay. Well, Kamala, if she runs, okay.
She might win.
there's gonna be 2 Democrats
So
that are
she,
gonna run.
if she runs, okay,
Yes.
she's gonna debate against Biden
It
again,
doesn't
right?
matter.
No, she's
So,
dead.
so say something happens. She's not dead. She's alive. I've seen her.
She's not.
Seen
She's
her
not gonna
TV.
run.
I seen her TV.
It doesn't matter.
There's gonna be 2 people.
You guys are
It's-
talking
it's
about
gonna
like
be
if it's
Buttigieg.
a real
Hmm?
vote.
It's gonna be Buttigieg and a fucking crazy thing. It might
did
be
you say?
fucking Gavin Newsom.
What did
It
you
might
say?
be fucking
What did
Gavin
you say right
Newsom.
now?
Pete Buttigieg.
Pete Buttigieg? Who's
He's
that?
he's the head of the Department of Interior, I believe, or Department of Transportation. I forget.
For president?
For president.
Oh, okay.
First, they've been grooming him. They've been grooming him, and it's either
So-
gonna-
By what you're saying, you're grooming him. So are we on the same page where like it doesn't matter who we vote for? They're gonna put in there whoever the fuck they want.
if you're
Just like
Democrat,
they did
yes.
That's
Biden.
why.
If you're
That's why it
Democrat,
doesn't
yes.
make
So
sense.
what you were asking
Yes.
right now, irrelevant. It's just they're gonna put if Biden's still fucking capable of
No.
not shitting on himself, fucking he's gonna be president again. And how long does he have, Doc? Fuck, 2
They can.
years.
They
Okay,
can.
we'll put him in there again.
They can.
Because tell me when was the last time we voted and you woke up the next day and you're like, oh, it's this guy. Oh, it's
2016.
that guy. It's
2016.
that guy. Oh, who was it?
Trump.
Trump, and he won.
Trump.
He won. Okay.
won.
Boom. He won.
Nobody fucking
before
saw
that-
that.
and before
Everyone
that-
was just like, "What the fuck?
Well, no,
How did
you
he
had
lose?
George Bush
How did
and
he
Gore.
lose to Hillary Clinton?"
No. Same thing with Bush and Gore. Gore was winning. He went to sleep.
Oh,
he
that
woke
was
up.
that was some.
Oh,
weird-
that's not good.
That was some shady
That's
shit in
different.
Florida with
That's
the hanging
different.
Chad
though.
or something.
Is that
was
different,
that the hanging
Louis?
Chad?
You
Or was that Ohio?
That's not different. It's the same
Sounds-
fucking thing, dude.
Yes,
It's
man.
the same fucking. The only difference was it didn't take 3 weeks to fucking finally find out who your new president was. You were counting. You're like, oh, you're counting. What the fuck? We have more technology now than we did back then, but yet it's taking longer because it was corrupt.
I read another article. You asked as a
Your articles are garbage.
I made
Whoever
another
writes
article,
them,
and
stop reading
They
shit.
talked about Pennsylvania's
Stop
elections.
reading stuff. Stop
So
reading.
the way they
stop
do
going to
the mail-in
doctors.
ballots, that they're not going to have the results for the Pennsylvania electoral votes for about maybe 2 weeks or so. The way they adjusted the laws or whatever. So yeah, I mean you can
As
say
smart
that.
as this motherfucker sounds, his vocabulary is like out there. But if for him to still think, oh, I read this and this guy said this, and
Just
it's
telling you
gonna
how the
go that
laws
way.
work.
The law, bro, their laws are broken in your fucking face. They're broken in your face. The Constitution. What did you say earlier? It's unbreakable. What was the word you used? What happened with the Constitution?
It's dead.
It's
It's-
it's not a living-
can't
it's
fuck
not
with
a
the
live
Constitution.
document. Yeah,
that
but
can't
that's
fuck with
not
the
what I'm-
Constitution.
that
But
doesn't
yet
apply to this.
there's laws. That is the main law, and it's broken every fucking day. It is broken every day. So by you going like, I read this, I read that.
On an
And
individual
this doctor
basis.
says get a thumb up my ass and I won't fucking have cancer. No, dude. Just alkaline your body. Stay away from sugar. When they tell you you have cancer, and they'll tell you, when you're older, they're going to tell you have cancer, stay away from sugar. Alkaline your body and never go back to the doctors and you'll be fine. You'll be fucking just fine, dude. Bottom line, it's simple, dude. These people have been using that shit for years. For years, bro. They're gonna kill you in a hospital.
If you have money, it cures your cancer. Just so you know.
No, if they have money, they kill you, take your kidney, and put it in him.
No, if you have money, you can buy your cancer cure.
When I die, my body's being donated to science. So
Do you
now
have that
can-
on your license?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that because there's a
No,
lot
that's not donated. That's different.
okay. Because there's a lot of stories about that shit
I don't care.
where if you're a donor,
It's fine.
like they tend to just end you
That's fine.
and they just donate your body.
It's my time.
Okay.
Page is turned.
Sure.
What's that? I missed that fucking.
I was saying
shit
so.
you guys were
So you
saying.
know
I
what?
had to be
I said-
stupid
I
because I
said
wasn't
no.
involved.
I said
So you
my-
know how-
Stupid
I
shit
said-
you guys were saying.
I said when I die, my
When
body
you die-
my body is donated to science.
Yeah, mine too.
So,
Absolutely.
so they can do whatever they want.
But I mean, they're gonna
For CT?
All they're gonna
For
do
all
is
the fucking trauma to
they're
the
gonna
head?
take your good kidneys because you haven't
No,
drank.
that's different. That's
They
different.
haven't.
There's a difference.
This guy hasn't
That's-
drank. They're like 2 million here, 2 million
That's
there.
donor.
No, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
whether you're a donor or not.
Mine's-
The people that are taking your fucking shit.
No, they're
what's
not.
your blood
They're
type?
not taking.
Hey, what's your blood type?
Oh.
It doesn't matter. If it fits a millionaire, it's going to a millionaire.
But
we gotta
can't.
restart the whole thing now.
Pause it. Pause it.
Don't put your boobies on my fucking. Good. Now we can talk about this fucking asshole.
I got a refill. Cause
You got to refill.
I
'cause you
love
need
the
one,
sauce.
'cause we've been here for like 7 hours.
I love the sauce.
And you have.
you're gonna,
And-
that's gonna fall. That's gonna fall.
What's gonna fall?
Your
Hold
glass.
on. I'm talking here. I had to use the restroom.
And you use the bidet.
And-
The bidet to take
And
you brush your teeth.
And I sat down to take a piss. You know why? You want to know why? You want to know why?
Why?
Because I had to use the tissue.
Yeah.
I had to use the tissue.
I should.
And I turned it to the warm. Oh my god. I'm just saying.
Did you see how
I'm
it's
just
loose?
saying.
Did you see how it's loose?
Hey, don't do that motion with your hand. That
It's
is
loose because I
that-
tried to take
don't
it off.
Do it again. Let me see.
What? Touch your
Oh no! Oh, don't do that.
loose.
Oh my
I
goodness!
was like
I'm
trying
just
to take
saying.
it off.
I'm just saying. I'm going home, and I'm gonna like look up the website.
Dude, if you get one of those at your house, your old lady's leaving you. They're done. It has more penetration than what you're gonna give her, so don't get one, dude.
Hey,
Don't.
if she is happy and satisfied,
Uh-huh.
then I'm happy.
Oh, that's a good man.
You know what
That
I'm
is a
saying?
good man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not like
It's
you.
beautiful.
It has nothing to
That
do with
is
the 7
beautiful.
viewers that we have, but that's not like
Hey,
you.
all the 7
Maybe,
viewers.
maybe. we
This one
might-
or that one?
Whatever.
Okay, which one?
Fuck.
That one.
I'm just saying.
That one.
I'm just saying. It is luxurious.
Let me ask you a question real quick. What's the
Who are you asking the question to? Both of us.
yes, you just did it right now.
You answer first,
You just did it. What's the why do you toast? Why do you click your glass? Why?
It was taught, right? It was taught.
I don't know. That's what I want to
It
know.
was having a good drink. My friend.
I just it's
buddy.
me acknowledging my buddy that I love him, and we are just having talks that we want to maybe punch our faces in, but ultimately
We've had drinks with other people.
But
But why?
ultimately-
But why though? Why would just with alcohol?
No, we do with
we
sodas.
do with anything. We
Oh, we don't
anything.
drink soda. Huh?
We don't drink
Ah,
soda.
what
Fuck
do we drink?
sodas.
Just alcohol.
I don't know. It's
No,
just,
you know what Lewis has
it's-
taught me? When we play golf and we're done, take your hat off.
I make a habit.
Shake your
I
hat.
make a habit. It's
He
just
showed
like,
me that.
It's
And
respectful.
I've been
It's
playing
just
golf
being
as long as
respectful.
he had, but I didn't know that.
It's being respectful.
That's it. Where did you learn that from?
Tiger Woods.
That's where.
Just
is that-
watching the game.
Watching
just,
Tiger
And
Woods.
he has to
Just
Tiger Woods
watching-
'cause he's
just
half
watching
black.
No,
the
I seen
game.
it. I seen that.
Okay, you didn't see other white
Just
people do
watching
that?
the game.
No, I remember why Tiger Woods when he did the putt and then he turned around and looked and
Tiger
then
Woods
went
start
took
that
his hat off and he,
No.
No. he
remember,
didn't.
remember when he did the putt he turned away.
Yeah,
and
we
then he went-
remember
took
that,
his hat
but
off? That's the
way-
only one I
You're
remember.
only watching golf because of Tiger Woods.
It's just a respect thing. Like after everything, whether you want to just because don't get me wrong, when we go play golf, I fucking hate this guy. Like I'd rather watch him just fall down the fucking ravine if that means that I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Like that's just being truthful. But after we're all said and done. I want to shake his
Yeah,
hand
but what about
and be like, hey,
But remember the first
Thank
time that you won, you
be like, hey,
See this?
respectful.
See this?
yeah.
See how yours is way over here like this?
Oh, you can't hear me?
It's just
There you
respectful.
go.
It's
There
just
you-
respectful.
No,
I love the guy.
I'm
I want to
scared that
fucking.
this guy's gonna
I might
start-
want to
Ah!
stab him in the fucking neck sometimes, but I don't. I love the guy. He means well, and he loves
We
me,
disagree.
and he
But if
wants
somebody was
the
to
best for
come
me.
Try to harm my friend
wants the
or
best
his
for me.
family,
He wants
I
the
will
best.
kill them.
He wants the best
I
for me.
will.
Is it misguided at
We
times?
could be in the middle of a disagreement and someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna rob this motherfucker right now."
Yeah.
Whoa,
Is
you're gonna get stabbed in the neck.
is it misguided
With
at
his
times?
thumb.
Yes. It's
'Cause I'm gonna
misguided
use
at
his
times,
thumb to
but
stab him.
I
and
love
then
the guy.
run, and he's gonna get charged with murder.
I love the
But
guy.
I saved him.
Change the topics. So I'm reading this book. It's called The Army of Men.
Another book?
No.
Another book?
You get
I read
so,
2 books. I read 2
you
books.
get
I'm
so
reading 2 books.
deep into
I'm reading
it
2
that
books.
it's becoming
Okay.
boring.
You know what?
It is.
You know
It's
what?
good.
Forget this.
You
Talk
like
I
about.
gotta go.
Let's.
And
You know what? We can't do that.
Okay,
We can't get
okay,
into it.
okay,
Yeah.
forget it.
I gotta-
That's a long
it's
story.
long
Okay,
story.
we'll stop
that's a
it.
long story.
Yeah. I gotta go home. I gotta clean dishes. My wife wants dinner. She just got out of work. My
You had to go to
husband,
Home Depot. You don't
I
even
don't
have enough time. This
But this
fucking
was
guy.
fun. We're gonna do this again
Yeah. I'm
next
here.
week.
I don't know.
Whenever.
You don't let us talk. So.
Huh?
Let's talk for a little bit, then he has to jump
gotta
back.
cut me off and throw my shit in there. You know?
We don't really have to talk about your shit. We talk about other
Talk
stuff.
about all kinds of shit.
Yes.
But in the middle, throw my shit in there, throw your shit in there. I threw your stuff in there.
No.
You
Yeah,
know?
you threw all my shit in there.
You were a porn star before. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You make good money. How many guys did at the time? At one time?
At one time.
You
What was it?
watch? You watch?
I have it on you. I have it.
Yeah, I mean,
I have
I'm just
it.
saying.
I just wanted you to
You want to
be honest.
relive your
It
memories?
was like 7 or 8. You couldn't see. You couldn't see. They were just gagging on you. But I want you to be honest. It
What?
was. It was 8.
How 8 at one time?
I charged a premium for them to watch. I'm sorry.
16-time bobbing for app. Oh, not Apple.
Everybody likes
Hot
to watch
dogs
me, bro.
champion of the
With
world.
no, with no
Fucking
buns.
baby dirt
With no
diggler
buns.
over here.
What
I'm
do you call
sorry.
you at the
With no buns.
circus?
Baby dirt diggler.
No, the other name. The Houdini of sausage. Now you see it? Now you do. That'll always stay
Oh
with
my
you.
What an
God.
asshole, see?
This
But
guy.
it's
But I still love him.
yeah,
I still
I
him.
love you too. Hey,
What
how
a
many
dick.
people get dropped off in a little river and get found by us fishing? It just happens.
What?
You remember when we picked you up like Moses?
Did I spark the Red Sea?
I don't know. You were fucking asleep. I was smacking the shit out of you. My mom was like, "Leave him alone." All right, guys.
All right,
Great
everybody.
night
That was
with
great.
fucking Slade.
That was great. We had these guys here. It was pretty fun. We kept going and going.
We went
24
nowhere.
Slayden.
We went
24
nowhere,
Slayden.
but okay.
Like and subscribe. Jerry, Lewis.
Cancer
Yes, sir.
killers. Anybody have cancer? We can kill it.
Oh,
We can help cancer. We'll talk about cancer next time. We'll talk about supplements and good stuff for you. Lewis has
Gut, for his gut
some
biome.
pretty good health stuff.
Say, I have a dearth of knowledge.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
I don't. I'm a construction worker. You're a computer guy. You have a little bit. Your vocabulary is a lot larger than mine.
yeah?
Oh, it's larger.
Yeah, it pays less, but it's larger. In that sense.
It is larger.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Good night, guys.
We're probably not going to stop. Remember he said 45 minutes? And I said 10 o'clock?
This guy.
We're
out.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.